Oh yeah. Now I found truth. It's alright. I know, 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 I know. All I know is hustle, 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 hustle. Hard. All I know is hustle, hustle. Oh Lord, all I know is hustle, 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 hustle. Hard. All I know is hustle, hustle. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Been lied to my whole life and I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Been lied to my whole life and I'm sick and tired of this shit. Somebody sick and tired of this shit. Hey, since day one they lied to us and we wasn't shit but slaves. But I found out what I found out, it was right there in my face. The preacher man, he lied. My mama, daddy didn't know. So I'm boxed in by lies. How the fuck I'm ever gonna grow? Hey, when the night falls and the lights out, you be reaching for some help. But when the real shit is bullshit, you be reaching for what's left. None of the lies gonna make it. You can read it for yourself. Here's the truth, you can't fake it. You need to find it for yourself. Nah, and nah, and nah. Oh, 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 I've been lied to my whole life. Now I found truth. It's alright. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I've been lied to my whole life. Now I found truth. It's alright. I know, 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 I know. All I know is hustle, 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 hustle. Hard. All I know is hustle, hustle. Oh Lord, all I know is hustle, 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 hustle. Hard. All I know is hustle, hustle. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah. Oh Lord, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, been lied to my whole life and I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Been lied to my whole life and I'm sick and tired of this shit. Somebody sick and tired of this shit.
Trap Exec.
Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I was mature enough to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raised mature enough to say the same shit. I know you asking for this change in your life, but ain't living it right, because you thug it at night. Your mama praying and your daddy did too. They gave you 5, but you only did 2. Now in your mind you be hearing voices. Should I go back in and make some better choices? Should I get a job or put on black forces? Go and hit the streets or take some college courses? But all you ever felt was pain. All you ever seen was rain. Got you thinking to yourself, man, this shit will never change. And all the pressure that you feel make you want to give it up. But you looking at your babies and you know that they enough. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I was mature enough to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you, but I just wanna fall on them, to show them devils you ain't nothing to play with. I was mature enough to say the same shit. Hey, all the shit that I done seen, man, I really needed help. Whole world filled with people, I was still by myself. Really on my grind, I was feeling for that wealth. Every day cutting corners, I was cheating on myself. Nigga busting at my melon, how the fuck I cheated death? Fucking with no rubber, I was playing with my health. Looking in the mirror, couldn't recognize myself. Heartbroken by a bitch, couldn't love nobody else. But when I heard the truth, them bitches left me by myself. And if you hear the pain, you should see it for yourself. Marching like a soldier, I was really for the death. One west till they buried me, couldn't be nobody else.
I mean, shoot, that's fine. Shoot, I'll go there for an hour or 30 minutes.
We definitely have ants in here.
Okay, so
not for long.
Great. Nice.
What's going on here?
yeah, Lord, can you hear me quick? I think it's 14. Check. Go on YouTube right quick and just check the audio. Make sure it's coming through the Barbara Shaw. Check. Good. Oh, sound crazy. Get your stuff. Young man Lamont, Banya Howler, Banya Shala. Young man Lamont, Banya Howler, Banya Shala. Yahweh Shimon Shabbat. Yahweh Shimon Shabbat. Water, brother. I mean, oh, I forgot to do the This is coming back. I.S.U.P.K. Sir Wampayan Aquadum, let me stand and turn face towards the east. Attention. We're about to do the prayers in the Hebrew and in the English.
This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malabaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawabathianawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawabathianawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'ayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abor, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Waha'ala, Wathapareth, Lawalamyam, Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahorium, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Isariah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Ma'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, Layakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Athapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Athka, Waba'aka, Mayatha, White Avalam.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, for which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in for this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dami Alakah, Al-Thakarash, Al-Thashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Al-Wabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Ya'aramwa, Sawadah, Wayatha, Ya'itazawa, Atazapanwaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magawaya, Wala'a Yasakar, Shamna Sha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawataza, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Alahayim, Alawam, Wa Yashma'ala, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashath, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawad, Labanya Lawat, Selah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabian, Banakor, Kwashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Daira, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama'a, Shayathamwa, Nadayamawa, Kairab, Wakazabah, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kanai Samuka, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashah, Lanawa, Ath, Naawath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapunya Raka, Kaash, W Ira Ya Ira, Wakala Haba, Talahat, Harayam, Kanthar Datma, Masa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Dabahalam, Mala'ah, Punyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabalawa, Id Yaid, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadawa, Kayatha, Shimka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, Alkai Ratazar.
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assure also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Say lie, do unto them as unto the Midianites, and to Sincere, and to Jabin, and the brook of Keson, were perished at Endor. They came as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreh, like Zaher, yea, all their princes as Abai and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Prayer for the power, Akak. Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Nathalanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Lara Pa'ah, Kalmaka Allah, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahor, Hamatazarium, Hakak, Lahakwium, Hamathium, Hakak, Al Rakawah, Ma'ala, Lagarashan, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Wadaman.
In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it.
This is the blessings in Hebrew. Brakatha Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Maka Allah, Wa Allah Hayam, Watazaba Ya'ah, Allah Wap Yahana, Ha Allah Wapya, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Koyoyo, Wa Kwathian, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Wa Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanas, the general, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sir? Yashab means to be seated.
We're going to be in the book of Leviticus today. We left off last week. Leviticus 14, Slakia. Book of Leviticus chapter 14. We're going to read in Syrian Hebrew and then in English. Feel free to follow along. Like, share, subscribe. Got any questions, type them in the chat. You could download your Blue Letter Bible if you do not have the Tanakh. And just follow along with us. Let's see here. 14, right? Leviticus 14. It's the book of Leviticus chapter 14 and 10. Wabayawam, Hashemayaniah, Yakoka, Shanaya, Kabashayam, Dabayamaya, Slake, Wakabasha, Wakabasha, Akath, Bath, Shanataha, Dabayamaha, Washalasha, Aisharanayam, Slake, Slake, Salath, Manakaha, Balawala, Bashaman, Walag, Hakad, Shaman, verse 11. Waha'ai, Mayad, Hakahan, Hamatahar, Ath, Ha'ayash, Hamatahar, Wa'atham, Lapaniyah, Yahweh, Pathak, Ahal, Mawa'id, Walakwak, Hakahan, Ath, Hakabash, Ha'akad, Wahakwarab, Athwa, Lasham, Wa'ath, Laga, Hashaman, Wahana Yap, Atham, Thana Wapa, Paha, Lapanya, Washakat, Ath, Hakabash, Bamakwam, Ashar, Yashakat, Ath, Hakata'ath, Wa'ath, Ha'ilaha, Bamakwam, Hakwadash, Kaya, Kakata'ath, Ha'asham, Hawa'ah, Lakahan, Kwadash, Kwadash Yum, Hawa'ah, Walakwak, Hakahan, Madam, Ha'asham, Wanathan, Hakahan, Aylah, Thanawak, Azawan, Slake, Azan, Hamatahar, Hamanayath, Wa'aylah, Ba'awan, Yadawa, Hama Slake, Hayama Nayath, Wa'aylah, Bahan, Ragalawa, Hayama Nayath, verse 15. Walapaka, Hakahan, Malaga, Hashaman, Waya Tazakwa, Al, Kapa, Hakahan, Hashema Alayath, verse 16. Watabala, Hakahan, Ath, Tazaba, Iowa, Hayama Nayath, Mana, Sake, Man, Hashaman, Ashur, Al, Katawa, Hashema Alayam, Wahaza'ah, Man, Hashaman, Ba'at Taza Ba'iowa, Shaba'ai, Ta'ai Mayam, Slake, Ta'ai Mayam, Slake, Pa'ai Mayam, Lapanya, Yahweh,
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14 and verse 10. And on the 8th day, he shall take 2 he lambs without blemish, and 1 ewe lamb of the first year without blemish, and 3 tenths deal of fine flour for a meat offering, mingled with oil, and 1 log of oil. Verse 11. And the priest that maketh him clean shall present the man that is to be made clean, and those things before the Lord.
Right. So if you're everybody that tuned in last week, you know that we're talking about the laws of cleanliness, right? And the laws against leprosy and how the Lord makes sure that we are a clean people. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked, well, the question would be, well, how would you fix black people? How would you fix Native Indians and Hispanics and the ones that everybody hates? What is the one thing that would fix us to make us better or complete? You can ask 1,000 people, 1,000 different ways, and nobody be able to give you the truth about how to do it. You ask the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K, we'll tell you keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. It's just that simple. If you want to talk about how to make somebody clean and how to raise a nation, that's how we do it. You talk about what to put in your body, that's how we do it. Like what the Lord made us such a clean people, like you couldn't even bring animals and make sacrifices that had blemishes. But guess what Sanderson Farm does? They'll take a whole chicken and they feel like the chicken had a spot on it, something they'll cut around the spot and still sell it to you. They'll sell it to us at a discount. You won't even know it. So we go into these bread stores and these discount stores. You buying big packs of bread. Right. The expiration date is next week. Well, if we had our own, our brothers and our wives would make our bread. You understand? How many sisters out there know how to make bread from scratch? Watch the yeast and the flour rise and the dough rise and put it in the oven and break it down and serve it to brothers. See, for us, we know how to do it. Because that's why we rehearsed the righteous acts, that we had the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But how many sisters in the world know how to do that? Everybody's still using Jiffy Mix. And Jiffy Mix has what in it? Pork. Unless you get the vegetarian brand, you know what I'm saying? But all that is us not having our own nation and not being separate from the other nations. And the Lord gave us a law that makes sure that we were clean and our food was clean. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. At the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 12. And the priest shall take 1 he lamb and offer him for a trespass offering, and the log of oil, and wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. Verse 13. And he shall slay the lamb in the place where he shall kill the sin offering and the burnt offering in the holy place. For as the sin offering is the priest, so is the trespass offering. It is most holy. Verse 14. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering, and the priest shall put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. Verse 15. And the priest shall take some of the log of oil and pour it in the palm of his own left hand. Verse 16. And the priest shall dip his right finger in the oil that is in his left hand, and shall sprinkle of the oil with his finger 7 times before the Lord. That's the end. Con, sir.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14 and verse 17. Oh, that's what you said. I read 17 already? You said I went too far?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you
okay.
12.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I skipped it.
Yeah, you good.
Wamayathar. It's like it. Wamayathra. Ashaman. Ashar. Al. Kapawa. Yathan. Ha. Kakahan. Al. Thanawak. Azan. Hamatahar. Hayama Nayath. Wa'al. Bahan. Harawa. Hayama Nayath. Wa'al. Bahan. Raga Lawa. Hayama Nayath. Al. Dama. Ha'asham. 18. Wahana, Wathara, Bashaman, Ashar, Al, Kapah, Hakahan, Yathan, Al, Ra'ash, Hamatara, Wakapara, Alayawa, Hakahan, Lapaniya, Yahweh, verse 19. Wa'asha'ah, Hakahan, Ath, Hakatahath, Wakapara, Al, Hamatahara, Hamatahar, Matama, Athwa, Wa'akara, Yashakat, Ath, Ha'ailaha, verse 20. Waha'ailaha, Hakahan, Ath, Ha'ailaha, Wa'ath, Hamanaka'ah, Hamazabakha, Wakapar, Ilayawa, Hakahan, Watahar, verse 21. Wa'am, Dala, Hawa'ah, Wa'ayan, Yadawa, Mashagath, Walakwaka, Kabash, Akkad, Asham, Lathana, Wapa'ah, Lakapara, Alayawa, Wa'asha, Rabawan, Salath, Akkad, Balawala, Bashaman, Lamanaka'ah, Walaga, Shaman, verse 22. Washathaya, Tharayam, Awa, Shanaya, Banya, Yawana'ah, Ashar, Thashayag, Yadawa, Yahweh, Akkad, Hata'ath, Wahakad, Ilaha, verse 23. Waha Bayah, Atham, Bayawam, Hashemanaya, Lataha Rathwa, Al, Hakahan, Al, Pathak, Ahala, Mawa'id, Laganaya, Yahweh.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14 and verse 17. And of the rest of the oil that is in his hand shall the priest put upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the blood of the trespass offering. Verse 18. And the remnant of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall pour upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, and the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Lord.
Right. So we think about us making a sacrifice for the sins of our, you know what I'm saying, for the sins or anything that's going on with a nation of people, right? And we was taught to bring the lamb without any blemish. Well, guess what? Our people did not understand what was going on and took advantage of it, Kawal. Right. So Yahweh Shai sent his son, man, without a blemish. And what he did, he set the tone for us and how we live today. He's that sacrifice that laid down his life that was perfect for us, man. Nothing else we can bring to the Lord that's going to outdo Yahweh Shai. Right. You understand? And he the one that, you know, say he was the one that laid down his life, his sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice for our sin. So you out there, suckers out there still talking about you doing the sacrifice. You mean to tell me that lamb or that frog, whatever you said you're going to sacrifice to the Most High is better than Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Shai, he is the first fruit. He the one that gave it. He's the sacrifice that laid down for all the things that Israel was doing. Right. So we talk about this. The Lord stepped the game. He stepped it all the way up. Stepped it all the way. The only thing we have to do is do what's according to the law, statutes, and commandments and love one another. Right. All right? Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 14 and verse 19. And the priest shall offer the sin offering and make an atonement for him that is to be cleansed from his uncleanness. and afterward he shall kill the burnt offering. Verse 20, and the priest shall offer the burnt offering and the meat offering upon the altar, and the priest shall make an atonement for him, and he shall be clean. Verse 21, and if he be poor and cannot get so much, then he shall take one lamb for a trespass offering to be waived, to make an atonement for him, and 1/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering, and a log of oil. Verse 22, and the 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get, and the one shall be a sin offering, and the other a burnt offering. Verse 23, and he shall bring them on the 8th day for his cleansing unto the priest, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord.
The book of Leviticus chapter 14 and verse 24. Walokaka, Hakahan, Ath, Kabash, Ha'asham, Wa'ath, Laga, Hashaman, Wahanayapa, Atham, Hakahan, Thanawapa'a, Lapanya, Yahweh, verse 25, Washakat, Ath, Kabash, Ha'asham, Walakaka, Hakahan, Madam, Ha'asham, Wanathan, Al, Thanawak, Hazan, Hamatahara, Hayama Nayath, Wa'il, Bahan, Yadawa, Hayama Nayath, Wa'il, Bahan, Ragalawa, Hayama Nayath. Verse 26, Waman, Hashaman, Yatazakwa, Hakahan, Al, Kapa, Hakahan, Hashama Alayath. Verse 27, Wahaza'ah, Hakahan, Ba'ataza Ba'iowa, Hayamanayath, Man, Hashaman, Ashar, Al, Kapawa, Hashama Layath, Shaba'ai, Pa'amayam, Lapanya, Yahweh. Verse 28, Wanayath, Wanathan, Hakahan, Man, Hashaman, Ashar, Al, Kapawa, Al, Thanawak, Azan, Hamatahara, Hayama Nayath, Wa'il, Bahan, Yadawa, Hayama Nayath, Wa'il, Bahan, Ragalawa, Hamanayath, Al, Makwawam, Dama, Ha'asham. Verse 29, Wahana Wathara, Man, Hashaman, Ashar, Al, Kapa, Hakahan, Yathan, Al, Ra'ash, Hamata, Hara, Lakapar, Alayawa, Lapanya, Yahweh. Verse 30, Wa'asha'ah, Ath, Ha'akad, Man, Hamayaram, Hatha Rayam, Awa, Man, Banaya, Hayawana'ah, Ma'ashar, Thashayag, Yadawa.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 14 and verse 24. And the priest shall take the lamb of the trespass offering and the log of oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. Verse 25, and he shall kill the lamb of the trespass offering, and the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering and put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. Verse 26. And the priest shall pour of the oil into the palm of his own left hand. Verse 27. And the priest shall sprinkle with his right finger some of the oil that is in his left hand 7 times before the Lord. Verse 28. And the priest shall put of the oil that is in his hand upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the place of the blood of the trespass offering. Verse 29. And the rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall put upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, to make an atonement for him before the Lord. Verse 30. And he shall offer the one of the turtle doves, or of the young pigeons, such as he can get.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 31. Ath, Ashar, Tashayag, Yadawa, Ath, Ha'akad, Hata'ath, Wa'ath, Ha'akad, Aliyah, Al, Hamanaka'a, Wakapara, Slaki, Wakapar, Hakahan, Al, Hamatahara, Lapaniya, Yahweh, verse 32, Za'ath, Thawath, Ashar, Bawa, Naga'ai, Tazara'ith, Ashar, La'ah, Thashayag, Yadawa, Bataharathwa, verse 33, Wayadabara, Yahweh, Al, Masha'ah, Wa'al, Aharan, La'amor, verse 34, Kaya, Thaba'awa, Al, Ha'arataza, Kana'ain, Ashar, Anayah, Nathan, Lakam, La'akaza'ah, Wanathiyah, Naga'ai, Tazara'ith, Babayath, Arataza, Hakazathkam, verse 35, Waba'ah, Ashar, Lawa, Habayath, Wahagayad, Lakahan, Lahamar, Kanaga'ai, Nara'ah, Laya, Babayath, verse 36, Watazawa'ah, Haka'an, Wapanawa, Ath, Habayath, Bataram, Yaba'ah, Hakahan, Lara'awath, Ath, Hanaga'ai, Lawa'ah, Yatama'ah, Kal, Ashar, Babayath, Wa'akara, Kaya, Khan, Yaba'ah, Hakahan, Lara'awath, Ath, Habayath, verse 37, Wara'ah, Ath, Hanaga'ai, Wa'anaha, Hanaga'ai, Bakorath, Bakoyarath, Habayath, Shakwa'irawath, Yarakwa, Rakwath, Awa, Adamanamath, Wamara, Ayan, Shapal, Man, Hakara.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, and verse 31. Even such as he is able to get, the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, with the meat offering, and the priest shall make an atonement for him that is to be cleansed before the Lord. Verse 32. This is the law of him in whom is the plague of leprosy.
Right. So that's why this is broken down the way it's broken down. This is the law on how we deal with skin that is unclean. Right? Today we call leprosy is what? What is it called today? Vitiligo, right? So it just, because we're up under these bastards, the Lord gave us a name for it. So the oppressor, makes it his thing now. You know what I'm saying? But let you know that these things have always been in the earth. There's nothing new under the sun. These plagues, guess what? They've always been here. All these illnesses, all these diseases, guess what? These things have been in the earth. And so have you. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of yourself. You understand? So that's why the Most High knows how to protect us from the people who are our enemies. You understand? Go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 32. This is the law of him in whom is the plague of leprosy, whose hand is not able to get that which pertaineth to his cleansing. Verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, verse 34, when ye be come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in a house of the land of your possession. Verse 35, and he that owneth the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, it seemeth to me there is as it were a plague in the house. Verse 36, then the priest shall command that they empty the house before the priests go into it to see the plague, that all that is in the house be not made unclean, and afterward the priest shall go in to see the house. Verse 37, and he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house with the hollow stakes, greenish or reddish, which in sight are lower than the wall.
Yeah, I think that leprosy there was contagious.
Right.
Vitiligo now, I'd rather have vitiligo than damn this right. Leprosy. Good night.
And Salakia, this goes to say like how important the priest's job is. You talking about now in the Christian church and the churches throughout, they always, had the idea of what they can give to the priest. The priest was there to serve the people, man, to make sure that the community was toward. So we talk about preaching prophets of the Lord and how we're supposed to take care of our people. That's the job. I don't know how many Christian pastors out there that actually take care of the people, but I don't know. When I look around, I'm seeing Thefio dollars asking for a private jet. They always seem to be asking for things instead of what they can actually give to the people to make sure they're tawar. And just like this is breaking down another job of the priest. All right.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 38. Waya taza'ah, hakahan, man, habayath, al, pathak, habayath, wasaga yara, ath, habayath, shaba'aith, yamayam, verse 39. Washab, hakahan, bayawam, hashabaya'aya, wara'ah, wahana'a, pasha'a, hanaga'ai, bokoyarath, habayath, verse 40. Wa tazawa'a, hakahan, wakala tazawa, ath, ha'abanayam, ashor, bahan, hanaga'ai, wahasha layakawa, athan, ath, makawataza, la'ayara, al, makwam, tama'a, verse 41. Wa'ath, habayath, yakwataza'ai, mabayath, sabayab, washa pakawa, ath, ha'apara, ashar, hakwatazawa, al, hakawataza, makawataza, la'ayara, al, makawam, tama'a, verse 42. Walakokawa, Abanayam, Akarawath, Wahabaayawa, Al, Thakatha, Slake, Habanayam, Waapar, Akar, Yakwaka, Waka Slake, Wataka. Oh, Slake, Wakat. Okay, one qua. Ath, Habayath, verse 43. Wa'am, Yashawab, Hanagai, Waparak, Babayath, Akar, Kalataza, Ath, Habayam, Wa'aka Raya, Hakwa Tazawath, Ath, Habayawath, Wa'aka Raya, Hatawaka, verse 44. Waba'a, Hakahan, Wawa'a, Wahana'a, Pasha'a, Hanagai, Babayath, Tazara'ayath, Mama'arath, Awa'a, Babayath, Tama'a, Hawa'a.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, and verse 38. Then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house and shut up the house 7 days. Verse 39. And the priest shall come again the seventh day and shall look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the walls of the house. Verse 40. Then the priest shall command that they take away the stones in which the plague is, and they shall cast them into an unclean place without the city. Verse 41. And he shall cause the house to be scraped within round about, and they shall pour out the dust that they scrape off without the city into an unclean place. Verse 42. And they shall take other stones and put them in the place of those stones. And he shall take other mortar and shall plaster the house. Verse 43. Plaster. Salakia. Verse 43. And if the plague come again and break out in the house, after that he hath taken away the stones, and after he hath scraped the house, and after it is plastered. Verse 44. Then the priest shall come and look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprosy in the house, it is unclean.
Right. So had the law that pertained to what? To the person first, then to the clothing. Now this goes even down to the places that we dwell. We are a clean people, man. The Lord makes sure of it. You understand? But guess what happened today? If I've seen houses where y'all know, like if something burns down, what's it called, asbestos, if I'm not mistaken, they get into the wood and stuff like that. So what they'll do is in today's, they'll go in and replace a few pieces of wood, and if they can resell their house, guess what? They'll resell their house, man. I remember a brother told me that, that was mold in the walls, and so you can wonder why you go into that room and it's full of moisture and the kids coughing and the kids sick. Well, you mess around, knock a hole in the wall, you open up that hole and there's black mold in there. They'll go in there and clean the black mold up and then and rebuild it. And then say, wait, give it another 3 months, see if it comes back. Yeah, mesothelioma. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Asbestos and all this stuff in the wall. Remember, we have back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember this lead paint, right? So you got things that were making people sick, but guess what? They'll say, just paint over and cover it up, man. But if you were to take it out the walls, you got to wear a whole damn near ghillie suit just to dispose of the stuff, man. We are surrounded by people that are completely unclean and only care about their bottom line, man, the dollar, right? The Lord said, "Nah, man, if this happens in your homes, you break this stuff all the way down and you remove it from your people, because if not, they're gonna get sick. This is how you cover it. Then you check it again once you cover it to see if it makes a difference." That's how we were supposed to deal with anything that was unclean to the nation of Israel. Now we just let anything come into our communities, and we wonder why we're so destroyed and distraught, because our gate language. That's what the scriptures say. Every other community you can think of, they do what they want to do and they thrive. We go against the Lord and we suffer, man. We go against the Lord and we get punished. We lose family members because we're going against the Lord. We lose friends because he gave us a perfect way to live, how to conduct ourselves, how to make sure we're clean, how to make sure our animals are clean, how to make sure our clothes are clean, and how to make sure our dwellings are clean. But we ignore all of that and chase after this empire. Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus chapter 14 and verse 45. Wanathatazah, Ath, Habayath, Ath, Habanayawa, Wa'ath, I Tazayawa, Wa'ath, Kala, I Para, Habayath, Wahawa Tazaya'a, I'll, Makawataza, La'ai Yara, La'a, Slake, I'll, Makawam, Tama'a, verse 46, Wahaba'a, Al, Habayath, Kala, Yamaya, Hasaga Yara, Athwa, Yatama'a, Aid, Ha'irab, verse 47, Wahashaba, Wahashablake, Shakab, Babayath, Yakabas, Ath, Baga Dayawa, Waha Akala, Babayath, Yakaba, Yakabasa, Ath, Bagadayawa, verse 48, Wa'am, Ba'a, Yaba'a, Hakahan, Wara'a, Wahana'a, La'a, Pasha'a, Haga, Slake, Hanaga'ai, Babayath, Akaraya, Slake, Hakat, Slake, Hataka, Ath, Habayath, Watahar, Hakahan, Ath, Habayath, Kaya, Narapa'ah, Hanaga'ai, verse 49, Walakoka, Lakwata'ah, Ath, Habayath, Shathiyah, Tazaparayim, Wa'ai Taza'ah, Araz, Washanayah, Dawala'aith, Wa'izab, verse 50, Washakat, Ath, Tazapara, Ha'akath, Al, Kalaya, Karash, Al, Mayam, Ka Yayama, Walakwaka, verse 51, Walakwaka, Ath, I Tazah, Ha'araz, Wa'ath, Ha'azab, Wa'ath, Shanayah, Hathawala'aith, Wa'ath, Ha'tazapara, Hakayaha, Watabal, Atham, Badam, Ha'tazapara, Hashaka, Wata'a, Waba Mayam, Hakayama, Wahaza'a, Al, Habayath, Shaba'ai, Paimayam.
This is the book. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 14 and verse 45. And he shall break down the house, the stones of it, and the timber thereof, and all the mortar of the house. And he shall carry them forth out of the city into an unclean place. Verse 46. Moreover, he that goeth into the house all the while that it is shut up shall be unclean until the even. Verse 47. And he that lieth in the house shall wash his clothes, and he that eateth in the house shall wash his clothes. Verse 48. If the priest shall come in and look upon it, and behold, the plague hath not spread in the house, after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed. Verse 49. And he shall take to cleanse the house 2 birds, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop. Verse 50. And he shall kill the one of the birds in an earthen vessel over running water. Verse 51. And he shall take the cedar wood, and the hyssop, and the scarlet, and the living bird, and dip them in the blood of the slain bird, and in the running water, and sprinkle the house 7 times. That was the end.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14 and verse 52. Wakata ath, habayath, badam, hataza pawar, pa slakia, hataza pa wara, waba mayam, hakayama, waba taza bara, hakayaha, waba I taza, waba I taza, ha I raz, waba azab, waba shah naya, hathawa la'ith, verse 53. Washalak ath, ha tazapara, ha kayaha al, makawataza, la'ai yara al, panya hashada'a, wakapar al, habayath, watahar, verse 54. Za'ath, hathawara'a, lakala, naga'ai, ha tazara'ith, wala na thaqwa, verse 55. Wala tazara'ith, habagada, wala bayath, verse 56. Wala sha'ath, wala sapakath, wala ba karath, verse 57. Lahawa rath, bayawam, hataba'a, wabayawam, hata'ar, za'ath, hawarath, matazara'ith. Next verse, 51. The book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 1. Wa'adabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha'ah, Wa'al, Aharon, La'amor.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, and verse 52. And he shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird, and with the running water, and with the living bird, and with the cedar wood, and with the hyssop, and with the scarlet.
Hyssop is just like another soap, if I may. You understand? Cedar is a type of smell. You know what I'm saying? It's used for. The Lord made it. I'm telling you, he laid things out so perfect for the nation of Israel. Like, we overlook it. Here you are. You clean your house with Clorox and all type of chemicals and things like that. But then today you paying what? Clorox costs what? About $4 a gallon. But you go get the natural stuff that you can clean your house with. You know what I'm saying? They got natural cleaning agents in it. You know what I'm saying? Certain detergents in it. It's cost you about $20 a damn gallon. You understand? The natural stuff is, that would do the same thing as the stuff with all the chemicals in it. And because of our condition, because of oppression, guess what we do? We'll go to the Family Dollar, the Dollar Tree, and spend the $2 for the cheap. They ain't gonna like not the cheap stuff, but the chemical based stuff. Right. But the stuff that's naturally formulated, guess what? It's through the roof. It's through the roof. It's, I want you know what I'm saying, and then you wonder why you and you look at in the bottle at the bottom of it said danger, exposure to children, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? All these harmful chemicals that we have to deal with because of oppression, like we don't even consider it. Here we are. We got what's the stuff that Fabuloso? You boiling Fabuloso water on the stove instead of burning frankincense and myrrh, trying to make sure your house smells. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, brother. The Lord gave us the perfect way to live, but when we do not want to serve Him and follow our oppressors, these are the conditions that we live under. You understand? Read on.
It's the book Leviticus chapter 14 and verse 53. But he shall let go the living bird out of the city into the open fields and make an atonement for the house, and it shall be clean.
You know what all this represents? Not only does it represent cleanliness, what else y'all think this also represents as well? Out of all the things the Most High gave us, what is this? What is this representing though, Baba Kashaw? Anybody know? Yeah, the cleanliness and how we do certain things to make sure that it maintains it. But what does all this encompasses though?
Like quarantine.
Quarantine, that's true.
So like cleaning everything and making sure everything is tawab.
The actions of doing it.
Okay.
Being obedient.
Say what?
Being obedient.
Obedient. Why?
Following this law, statutes, and commandments.
True, you're right. But what else? Just faith, man.
Sir.
Us being able to exercise what thus says the Lord and saying, I'm going to do this and have faith in what thus says the Lord. This is what He said do. I'm going to do it. That's faith. That's a testament to see if you believe or not. If you don't believe, it don't matter what the Lord. Take this rock and move it over here. I ain't moving that rock over there. Take that rock and move it back over here. I don't believe it now. Man, I ain't got time for all that. That's what Israel began to do. We began to see the other nations and what they was doing, and they wasn't moving rocks around. They were still eating unclean foods, and when nothing happened to them. They looked like they was pretty strong, but they ain't what the Most High told us to do. You understand? We got to have faith in what we're doing from day to day if we want to, if we actually believe. But if you don't believe, then guess what? Whether it's leprosy in the house, on your flesh, or in your animals, you're not going to give a damn. You're going to think just like the oppressor thinks. And it's about my profit, my bottom line. How can I benefit from this? This animal sick, I'm going to sell it to somebody else. I'm not going to eat it. You need medicine? Nah, I'm going to give you this right here and raise the price up on it. That's what we living with. But if we really believed in the Most High, like we had the faith in what He said we should do or should not do, then we will be able to live with the results that you know what I'm saying, that's right there in front of our face. All right? That's right. That's it.
All right. Just with that up here, Bajo.
We had some more.
Oh, more work. One more verse. Go ahead, brother.
My bad. Yeah. All right. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14 and verse 54. This is the law for all manner of plague of leprosy and scald. Verse 55. And for the leprosy of a garment and of house. Verse 56. Read it again. And for verse 55, and for the leprosy of a garment, right, and of a house. And a house, right? Go ahead. Verse 56, and for a rising, and for a scab, and for a bright spot.
What is what? On your flesh, on your skin, right? All these things are the Most High designed and lay these things out to make sure we are a clean people. No, go ahead.
Gotcha. Verse 57, to teach when it is unclean and when it is clean, this is the law of leprosy. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 15 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying, that's it.
Most High in Christ. All right.
Just up here, Mario.
I.S.U.P.K.
Sorry, Uncle Dom. Rise, turn face east. We're going to do the prayers. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malatwaka, Daba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Lathananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawabathianawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawabathianawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'ayanawa, Banasaya Wan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Waraparath, Lawalamyam, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahariam, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Isariah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Waharatazah, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, Laikaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaathka, Wabaaka, Mayatha, White Iwalam.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, for which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keeps Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun that smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in for this time forth and need forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dami Alakah, Al-Thakarash, Wa'al Thashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Al-Yabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Ya'aramwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Ya'ai Tazawa, Al-Tazawapamwaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magawaya, Wala'aya Zakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nayawataza, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barayath, Yakawathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashima Allah, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wayamawan, Wayamalak, Palashath, Amya Shabya, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Selah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabyan, Banakol, Kwashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan Dayara, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama'a, Shayathamwa, Nadayat Mawa, Ka'irab, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kanai Samwaka, Ashar, Amarwa, Naira Shah, Lanawa, Ath, Naawath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, W Ira, Wakalahaba, Thalahat, Harayam, Kanthar Datma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Dabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabalawa, Ai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadayawa, Kayatha, Shemka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, Al Karataza.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha may be in no more remembrance. For they are consulted together with one consent, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Say Lot, do unto them as unto the Midianites, and to sincere as to Jabin at the brook of Kson, where perished at Endor. They came as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreh, like Zaire, yea, all their princes as Abah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel and stumble for the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Mr. Hakak, the prayer for the power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Babakushah, Athanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Larpa'ah, Kalmakala, Wakalmadawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarium, Hakak, Lahakwium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatama'ala, Lagarishan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Wadaman.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it.
It's the blessings in the Hebrew, the blessings. Barakatha Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Maka'ala, Wa Alahayim, Matazabaya'ah, Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapyam, Hasaranyam, Hakwazayanyam, Hakwayoyam, Wa Agwathian, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Wadaman.
Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding Junior Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it.
Sir, men of Israel, gird thyselves, prepare to the Torah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah.
The water, brother. Men of Israel. Men of Israel, we're going to render one curse to the teacher. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Mariam, Barak, Yajimatah, Sar, turn for your sisters, sisters of Mariam. Men of Israel, we're going to render one curse to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Mariam, Barak, Yajimatah, Sabbath dismissed.